Darren A. Borseth of Moorhead, Minnesota, is facing charges connected to allegedly assaulting a woman in Otter Tail County in a story that's stranger than fiction. Reading from the statement of probable cause, quote, on April 5th, 2025, 9:30 p.m., Otter Tail County Sheriff's Department received a complaint that a woman showed up at a residence in Earhart and was banging on the door and screaming for help. A deputy responded and spoke to the woman, who was distraught and crying, and said she'd been assaulted by her boyfriend, Darren Borseth. An ambulance was called to the residence to examine the female's injury. She stated that she and the Borseth had been dating for just under a year, and they had been in his family's property on Star Lake in Otter Tail County. She stated they had been consuming alcohol and been working on the property, and at one point she was speaking to her husband regarding her child, and Borseth became angry with her for talking to her husband. They were inside a fish house on the property, and he grabbed a large stick and would ask her questions about her talking to her husband. And if he didn't like her answers, Borseth would hit her with the stick. Borseth hit her multiple times in the legs with the stick and then got nervous that the neighbors would hear her crying and yelling, so he told her to get in the car and he would drive her home. While they were driving, Borseth continued to hit her in the head with his hand, and then he turned down a gravel road and told her, "This is the road I'm going to kill you on." She became afraid for her life and jumped out of the moving vehicle and started running to the nearest residence. Borseth tried to block her with the car and yelled at her to get back in, but she continued to run to the residence, and Borseth drove away. The deputy had observed the woman had several welts and abrasions on her legs, abrasions to her knees, a lump on her forehead, and a swollen, painful left hand. The female victim described the vehicle Borseth was driving, and he was located by law enforcement. When asked what happened that night, Borseth said that he and the female victim were checking lakes and rivers for spawning carp, and they'd gotten into an argument, and she jumped out of the vehicle and ran. Borseth did not provide any further details. A large stick was located in the vehicle along with the female victim's purse, unquote. That was directly from the statement of probable cause. Darren Borseth now charged with felonies of assault with a dangerous weapon and threats of violence and misdemeanor domestic assault. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.